New Black Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
All right, grand rising to you, beautiful people. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put in a book like the Black Billionaires Club, book written by yours truly, and we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, Certified Global Financial Educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book that we're going to read today, The Black Billionaires Club. The book that I wrote, guys, is a study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Well, you can find that book by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. It's available in a hard copy. Got about 5 copies left. Once we sell those 5 copies, we'll start working on book number 2 to include Jay-Z and Kanye West and a couple other people who are now Black billionaires. And it might remove some people. I'm not quite sure. Got to do the research and find out who's still a Black billionaire, who isn't. But the current book that we have, which is only 4 years old, you can pick up. We got, like I said, 5 copies left at theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. We've got 10 people that's watching us here today. Let's go ahead and find out who is here. It's roll call time. Go ahead and hit the like button, the share button if you care, subscribe button, follow button, all the good stuff. If you feel reading is important, if it's valuable in your life, if you think it's important for other people to read, go ahead and do that. Also, let us know where you're connecting from. What city, what state, what country, what city, what state, what country you might be connected from here this morning if you're joining us here live or you're catching the replay. We're broadcast across the World Wide Web and Facebook and also YouTube, understanding that worldwide simply means global. And we have people that tune in to our broadcast from all over the world, and we appreciate it. It's because of you that we do what we do. To continue to bring great literature for us to read through and grab all the nuggets of wisdom that we can. Again, in the comments below, go and let us know where you're connected from. What city, what state, what country, what city, what state, what country. We're broadcasting from our virtual studios here in Decatur, Georgia. Who has joined us here this morning on the New Black Wall Street Book Club? What's going on with you? Miss Sincere Newman has joined us here this morning out of Mableton, Georgia. Thanks so much for joining us here today as we're going to continue our journey into the Black Billionaires Club. Tashawn Brown and Tamika Brown. Oh, I maybe tagged somebody, not quite sure. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Let's send a shout out to all those who might be from our personal page at Evan Jefferson. Shout out to our ERGJ Enterprises people, Black Billionaires Club TV or BBC TV. Empowerment Duo, shout out to you. Good morning. Thanks so much. Everybody that's from the Financial Health Mentor page, good morning to you as well. BBC, good morning to you. And also YouTube, ERGJ Enterprises out of Roland, North Carolina. Tashawn Brown, thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. As we're going to continue our journey into the Black Billionaires Club, and we're going to be introducing Black Billionaire Club member number 6. Now, this is the first time I've actually read my own book aloud in front of everybody since I wrote it, but it still is an amazing book to me because so many people still don't know who the black billionaires are that are living today. Now, of course, some of you guys can come up with some of the people that were millionaires, billionaires that have passed, but this book was about who's still alive today. And so I'm super excited about the work that I completed, that I brought to the marketplace, that has paid me handsomely, but is still making a difference as well. So today we're going to cover Femi Otedola. Femi Otedola, this is a brother, and that's his picture right there. This is a brother, and his net worth is 1.8 billion. 1.8 billion at the time of this writing, 1.8 billion. So let's find out about this brother and what he's done, how he built his wealth, all that good stuff. It's not going to take us 30 minutes today, guys. These are short little stories written particularly for your children so they can consume this great information. Here's the bio, the billionaire bio of Femi Otedola. The billionaire bio of Femi Otedola. It looks like someone else is typing as well. Good morning to you, Miss Michelle, Teresa, Coakley, Golf. Good morning to you. How are you? So Mr. Otedola, I hope I'm saying that name right. I think he's from Nigeria, by the way. He's the chairman of Forte Oil, so he's into oil. He's the founder of Center Force Limited. He's the president and CEO of Xenon Petroleum and Gas, so that oil and gas. He's the president of NGA Nigeria Chamber Shipping. He's the chairman of Transcorp Hilton Hotel Abuja. So it looks like he's he runs, or he's the chairman of some hotel. He's the president and CEO of C4 Shipping. So shipping, oil, natural gas. He's the president and CEO of Atlas Shipping Agency, president and CEO of FO, which would be Forte Oil Transport. That's a transport company. President and CEO of FO Properties. President and CEO of Swift Insurance Brokers, insurance as well. President and CEO of Garment Care. He's a member of the governing council of the Nigerian Investment Promotion Council. He's the president of the Nigerian Chamber of Shipping. He's a pioneer director of the Transnational Corporation of Nigeria PLC. So this brother's from Nigeria. And you see he just owns and runs a lot of shit. Oil and gas, shipping company, hotel, transportation companies of some sort. He has some real estate, insurance. So this brother has multiple streams of income that has led to $1.8 billion net worth over time. Let's find out, if we can, how Femi Otedola built his wealth. What's going on with you? Debbie O'Shaughnessy is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. And honestly, guys, it's not very. I'm not very surprised that more Black people are not interested in learning about Black wealth. I'm really not surprised. I mean, that's one of the major downfalls of our community. Is that when we start talking about money, it's like roaches. We just flee away. But I don't know how it makes sense either to want to basically beg for money, but yet not learn from people who have gotten it. And these are Black billionaires. But, I'm not having that conversation anymore. I realize people going to do what people want to do. And that's just it. They'd rather complain than change. Oops. Yeah. People would rather complain than change. But not you. Not you. Nope, not you. You're not the bottom of the barrel people. You're the people who said, you know what? I come to learn what I don't know about money so I can get the money that I don't have. Femi Otedola, in 1994, set up his own company, Center Force Limited, specializing in finance, investment, and trading. So in 1994, he started his own company. In 1999, he ventured into the oil and gas sector and incorporated Xenon Petroleum Gas and Limited, which specialized in procurement, storage, marketing, and distribution of petroleum products. What's going on, Mr. Pierre? Xenon Gas is a major force in the diesel business. By 2005, Xenon controlled a major share of the Nigerian diesel market, supplying fuel to most of the major manufacturers in the country, including Dangote Group, Cadbury, Coca-Cola, Nigerian breweries, MTN, Unilever, Nestle, and Guinness. Xenon has also invested across the financial sector, becoming the largest shareholder in many Nigerian banks, including Zenith Bank and United Bank of Africa. In 2001, Otedola incorporated C4 Shipping Company Limited and currently owns and manages a modern tanker fleet of 4 vessels that transport petroleum products. So he's into oil and gas. He then, that's a lot. He then basically started a shipping company that transport the petroleum products that he produces through his other company. C4 was at one point Nigeria's largest ship owner. Wow. In 2007, Otedola was appointed chairman and chief executive of Africa Petroleum through the acquisition of a controlling stake in the business. 6 months after becoming chairman, Africa Petroleum's share price rose from 36 billion Nigerian dollars to 217 billion Nigerian dollars. In December 2010, Africa Petroleum rebranded, changing its name to Forte Oil PLC. So this brother had a huge part to play in a publicly traded company. 36 billion, that's about 400%. 36 billion to 217 billion is about 400% or so. And it's also to let us know that there are publicly traded companies outside of the United States, by the way. He's in Nigeria, participating in an African petroleum company that rose from 36 billion. That tells us that there are more publicly traded companies. There are international publicly traded companies. So if you were, there are opportunities outside the United States to invest in the stock market, and companies all over the world are part of these exchanges. Femi Otedola controls Africa's largest oil marketing and power generation company, Forte Oil. Forte Oil is a publicly traded company which has more than 500 gas stations across Nigeria. So this brother is the owner, CEO, right, of a publicly traded company in Nigeria that has more than 500 gas stations in Nigeria. Things that make you go hum. Can I get some pineapples in the chat, please? Some pineapples in the chat. Again, I know that you guys probably have just now heard about this brother. I know that you did. I know most of you ain't never thought about your own publicly traded company, your own oil company, your own shipping company. All this shit. My goodness. Can I get some pineapples in the chat, please? Some pineapples in the chat. You're going to learn today. Forte Oil was originally the Nigeria subsidiary of British Petroleum, or BP. It owns oil storage depots and manufactures its own line of engine oils. In September 2015, Forte Oil completed a deal to sell 17% of its equity to Swiss commodity trader Mercuria Energy Group, giving them access to global commodity markets and bringing Mr. Otedola an estimated $200 million. Now, I'll tell you this, it was very difficult finding a lot of information on Mr. Femi Otedola. This was the best I could come up with, the best that I could find. It's definitely not the whole story clearly, but it's enough. And hopefully it's enough to get your juices flowing. It's enough to get you thinking. It's enough to take your mind to another space as it relates to what you might decide to get involved with. What's going on, Ms. Michelle, Teresa Coke? That's right. Pineapples in the chat. Debbie O'Shaughnessy, some pineapples in the chat. Mr. Sedley Henry, some pineapples in the chat. $1.8 billion man. Owning stuff. Black man. Owning a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of shit in Nigeria. And here are some terminologies that I put together for your kids when they read the book so they don't get all lost. So we have 5 words here that stood out that I want to make sure that we define for those who read the book. I just tried looking up the company. Hey man, what'd you find? Forte Oil. Pioneer, first word. Pioneer. It means to develop or be the first to use or apply. Pioneer. Incorporated was another word we came across in this section. It means to form a legal corporation. Form a legal corporation. Acquisition, we heard about that, to acquire an asset or object bought or obtained. Equity, the value of the shares issued by a company. The value of the shares issued by a company. And then the word commodity. Commodity is a raw material or primary agricultural product that can be bought and sold. So that's the terminology. This is how Mr. Femi Otedola built his wealth. I mean, he looks like, I mean, you can't tell from a picture, but he looks like a pretty kind guy. I would love, and one of the things that I still have a desire to do is to actually interview all of these billionaires at some point. That's still a let's just say it's a wish right now. It's not really a desire. My desire is to build that school, but it's still a wish. It's still a hope. It's still something that's there that if it ever happened, I would be happy as a lark. But you know, I haven't really been putting the energy into making it happen. So that's probably why it hasn't happened yet. I know how things work. I know how the universe works. But that's our time here, guys. It doesn't take that long. Mr. Femi Otedola, I know his mind is blown as to what a black man has done, or what a black man has created, what a black man has developed into a $1.8 billion empire for himself, and probably even more than that right now. We'll find out if he remains in the book or remains, if he's still a billionaire when we begin to write book number 2. But this is the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where black folk do read. You put it in a book like The Black Billionaires Club, written by yours truly, and we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we really need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The New Black Wall Street.